here is our room. Got all our wine, champagne, cold duck, all kinds of stuff, fruit. I already got it all chilled. I don't know why they brought all of them on the same day. That's kind of weird. There's the bed that my mom was going to be using, me and my wife's, and the lights went out. I don't know how to work the lights in here yet. I'm going to figure that out. But here we are. This is the balcony. That's a nice big balcony. That's huge. Your wife's gonna like that. There's a lifeboat. Got the lifeboats. That really doesn't obstruct the view too much. There's a deck down there. A walkway area. There's the Prima and the Magic. And there's a Disney around here somewhere too. And there's some industrial dock over there. We're at Port Canaveral, and we're supposed to take off the ship, or what was it, the X whatever spacecraft was to take off today. Carnival Magic's kind of big. That's it. It's the view looking back. So other balconies up above. Everybody can look down on us. So I guess they can't go out naked. Darn it. Let's take a look at the bathroom, shall we? Where's the light switch for the bathroom? There it is. Look at that tub. That shower, I can actually fit in there. Nice. Nice towels. These are cups. And they got little holders. It's kind of cute. Little toilet. You can do your poo-poos and your pee-pees. Kind of a little cool little sink. It's got like the little soap dispenser. The sink, the hot and the cold. And yeah, you know it. And a little mirror. I'll try to get... Oh, God dang. You don't want to see that guy. Oh, I spared you. So that's the bathroom tour. Now, I just recently got off the MSC Meraviglia. It's a hard one to pronounce. But I was on there and the captain pronounced it Meraviglia. So that's what I'm going to say. MSC is an Italian-owned company. And the ship is very European-esque, I would say. You know, the food and the decor is a very elegant ship. It is the biggest ship I've ever been on. There are by far bigger ships out there, but as far as I've been on, it's the biggest ship I've been on. It has a lot of stuff on it. So I'm going to do an overview. I've only been a Carnival mainly before this, and I was one time on a smaller Royal Caribbean when I went to Cuba. So I don't have experience with too many of the other lines. I did like it. I mean, there's always pros and cons to any cruise ship. You're always going to, there are things you're going to like, and there are things you wish they did it different or they could do it better. But I'm just going to give you an overview, and based on a lot of footage that I made on this ship. So let's just get into the overview. This is deck 6. This is the deck that my dining room on. There's at least 3 dining rooms on this deck, and then there's another dining room on another deck. And then I think the yacht club has their own dining room. This has a lot of shops, and it's kind of like a old mall. What it reminds me of, the old indoor malls. But a little more elegant, for sure. Not comparing it to the indoor malls, but there was a place called Cinderella City when I was a kid in Denver, and it kind of reminded me of this. There's some bars and restaurants up above, and I'm going to go up there in a minute. Here's restaurants down here. The Hula, which is like a fusion restaurant, Mexican and some Asian food. I didn't eat it in none of the restaurants. I just ate at either the buffet or the dining room, mostly the dining room for dinner.
and ate one breakfast in the dining room. It's very nice. It's crepes and gelate, so it's ice cream or what, I don't know what to call it. This is a little plaza where they sell a lot of different things, your liquor and cigarettes and jewelry and stuff like that. They have a souvenir shop at another location. I think maybe two of them, I'm not sure, but I know they have at least one other. This, I'm not sure, this might be another restaurant right here, just a continuation of the Hula restaurant. They have sculptures, a lot of chrome used in this, so on this ship, making it even more shiny, probably harder for the staff to clean it. This is, looks like this might be the souvenir shop. Yeah, it's got t-shirts and stuff. And we were going to buy a magnet. We didn't end up buying a magnet. Usually my wife buys magnets whenever we go somewhere, but ATM, there's where you can load your card, money on your card and stuff. They have a couple of machines in a few different places. This is bronze sculpture, 3 guys on one side and 3 girls on the other side playing with yourself. Here's the chocolate shops. John Philippe, I guess he's a French renowned chocolate here. I had some chocolate. They're pretty good chocolates. If you're a person who loves chocolate,
This is made out of chocolate.
Look at that. That's made out of chocolate. Cello made out of chocolate.
This is made out of chocolate.
That's some iguana. Made out of chocolate.
Made out of chocolate.
This
is made out of chocolate.
Mona or whatever from that Disney movie. Some other little things made out of chocolate as well. And this dragon, everybody loves this dragon. So many people take pictures of this dragon. It's all made out of chocolate, folks. And this is sea turtles or sea reef made out of chocolate.
Look at that, sea turtles made out
They
of
have
chocolate.
different chocolates you can buy and
You ever
take
seen
home.
more delicious sea turtles in
They're
your
making
life?
chocolates on the ship. And then you can have put these nice little boxes and take home a box of chocolate. It's made there right on the ship. This is a brass anchor. I'm now on the 7th floor. I was on the 6th. This is the balcony area. Brass Anchor is a little pub. It looks just like an old, like British pub. Really kind of neat. They got these outside seating too, which actually isn't outside. You're still in the ship, but you're outside the bar. They kind of give it that feel. Old bicycle and a picture of Great Britain. And they have a steakhouse and a TV. They call it a TV studio bar. I didn't spend any time in there. And the ceiling, they always change the ceiling. They got stars because at night. But they have all different kind of, it's interactive ceiling or something. Kind of neat. They always have different stuff up there. Now we're going to get on the elevator and head up to deck 15. And they got these glass elevators. Instead of like the other ships where they have them in the atrium, they have 2 on each side that go on the outside of the ship. So you get the view of the ocean while you're riding the elevator. Or I kind of like that. It wasn't far from my room. So this was the elevator I took most times. We're stopping to pick some people up. My room's right there by those boats above them, those lifeboats. So I was supposed to have it was supposed to be a partially obstructed view, but it really wasn't obstructed at all. So if you get deck 8, you know, and you get a deal on deck 8's worth the while. The balconies are bigger on deck 8, where my room was. Now here we are, we're at deck 15. Now here I am getting out of a different elevator, but you know, going up, walking deck 15. They call it the Eiffel Tower deck. All the decks are named after different wonders of the world. There's Taj Mahal and Angkor Wat and all different types of names for the floors. This would probably be called the Lido deck, but MSC doesn't use the same words as the other ships do. So they don't really call it a Lido deck, even though that's really what it is. It has the buffet, it has the pools, they have an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. This is the outdoor pool. This is the place where they have pizza and they also have ice cream over there, right by the pool. Soft serve ice cream. You get vanilla, chocolate, or swirl. Chocolate vanilla swirl. Now, I go out here at night, so I'm not filming people as much as I don't have to. And it's easier to walk around, so usually I'm up in the middle of the night sometime and walk the ship. I think it was like probably 2 in the morning. Had to go up, use the bathroom. It's hard for me to go back to sleep, so I walk around and I get tired and go back to sleep. That's my routine. Talk about the white party up there, and I'm going to show that here in a little bit later on in the video. There's one of my favorite bars usually, because after dinner this bar is the least busiest and I can always get a seat. This is the Atmosphere North bar, and behind around the corner is the Bamboo bar. Going through here, this is the indoor pool area, and that's where I did my artwork. I usually find a nice place on the ship to do my artwork. I found the Bamboo, and during the day they open that up, so it is an open air pool, but if it rains they close it up. You still have a pool area. So, you know, if you're into the pool or the hot tubs, they have that here. Now the hot tubs, the other pool, you have to go up the stairs to the next level up to get in the hot tubs, but I don't do the hot tubs anymore. This is the Bamboo bar, and when I'm out here doing my artwork, where I come and get my beer or whatever, unless someone comes out to my table. This is the Marketplace buffet. That's at the other end of the pool. Now I'm not obviously not going to show every single part of this ship. This would be a very long video. This ship is really cool. So here we are coming into the buffet. Buffet has a little bar, but I think they only have wine, coffees, and beer. Don't mix drinks. A lot of food. A lot of it's European inspired. They do have some other staples. Jerk chicken, jerk pork, a lot of salad items. These are special items to put on burgers. And burgers there. They don't compare to Guy's burgers. Apparently they don't. They're still burgers. You got fries. Definitely my weakness. I love that. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. It looks like a cabbage salad. Different potato salad. Easy stuff to put on the salad. Different dressing. Soups. And pasta dishes. They'll have several parts of that. See another salad fixed area. And they have a lot of toppings for your salad. That's all kinds of This is kind of a seafood dish. A lot of different seafood dishes here. Chicken, pork. They even had lamb. They had lamb. Carved lamb, and they also had lamb shanks with them. Breads, I didn't have too much bread. I had bread in the dining room, all of different things, stuff to put on some breads, meats, cheeses, fruit, a lot of like Italian things. I think that's hummus, some other things, tzatziki sauce. This is stir fry. Hot stickers. More pastas. Salad. What you would expect. ship buffet. I think it's comparable to maybe Carnival. Especially if you're a salad drinker. They got lots of salad bottles. They do excel. There's water and coffee come on around. This buffet goes completely around. So there's some burritos, looks like there's pork chops, egg rolls, all burritos. The people are pretty busy in that kitchen. They got a lot of food options. So if you're just a buffet or no one of those diners, you're still going to eat good on this ship. There's no difference there. I didn't eat dinner here too much. One night I came up after dinner because they didn't give us that very good pork. All the pick. You never know what we pick. Sometimes we get big pork. We had small pork and stuff, so I can't. It was nice to have some lamb shank. So I went ahead and had lamb shank. There's the pizzas. My wife said the pizzas were kind of bland. I kind of agree with those. It depends on what kind of good pizza. Some pizza doesn't have the shop. There's a sauce on it, maybe they're cheap. But you can put stuff on it. They do make pepperoni pizza. You can actually ask for a pizza and they'll put it in a box for you. They'll bake it. And their pizza crust is really good. They're bread. There's couscous. And their couscous is a paella a few nights. There's seafood in it. So right there. So a carving area. They have a carving area on both sides where they'll carve like turkey, beef, pork, and lamb, and stuff like that. Fruit. You know, just like any other cruise ship, the desserts always look better than the cake. So if you're on a diet, you're missing there's some tomato with mozzarella cheese balls in it. Different things, sauces. I wish they labeled them better so you knew what they were. A lot of times there's a language barrier. Cook back there Parmesan cheese, and over here is where you can make your own hamburger and hot dog. A lot of people eat hot dog. The ship had a lot of people from Europe. I think at least half of them on the ship were from Europe because they have a deal over in Europe where they fly you over to the States and pick you up at the airport and bring you to the ship. That's something that MSC offers. More bread. Seems to have breads in each corner. Big rectangle. Each corner up with breads and lunch meats and stuff. Watermelon and olives. And I'm sorry I don't know what all this stuff is. More soup and rice. Rice with some beans in it, I guess. That stuff going. Breakfast's nice, but you know, on Carnival, I like to have eggs over easy. And on Carnival, I had to go in the line with the omelets and wait for them to build omelets. Here they have eggs over easy for breakfast, so you just scoop up a couple of eggs over easy. You don't have to wait the omelets. They already have it prepared ahead. They have some omelets prepared ahead. Camper omelet. They have a couple of they'll toast the bagels for you. They got cream cheese. They always have the They had several parties. They were kind of late, starting at like 9:30 or 9 or 10. And I usually don't stay up that late. You know, I'm an early riser, early go to bed guy. I mean, when I was younger, I stayed up late all the time. But you know, living on a farm, I'd got a lot of things to do in the morning, so I go to bed early so I'm refreshed and ready to work when I get up. So that's kind of me. But I decided me and my wife wanted to go to the white party. We bought white clothes, white pants, and a white shirt. I already had a white button-down shirt. My wife wore a white outfit, and we went to the white party, which was, I can't remember which night it was, but we decided to take a nap and then drink a bunch of coffee, and we stayed up and went to it and had a lot of fun. I was dancing, and I hadn't danced in decades, to be honest with you, and it was real fun, and a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. And so here's the white party. They had several other themed parties. They had like a 60s, 70s party and something else, but we did go to the white party and had fun.
Well, right now, directly from Dominican Republic, on the keyboard, the master, Davey,
just playing that Caribbean music. They got into some hip hop stuff and rock music and really got down dancing. They had guys up on the stage showing you the dance. Everybody's trying to move the same. It was kind of cool. It really got going pretty good, and me and my wife had a lot of fun. I made it through a couple of songs, and then I had to sit the rest out and go into the bar and had a few drinks and went to bed. But yeah, I did enjoy the white party. This is another picture of that area, that mall-like area, and a different ceiling, not the stars on this one. They had a really nice water park. I didn't actually utilize it, but it's nice that a ship has a nice water park like this because it keeps kids busy, and you don't have to, then there's less kids around other areas, and you go in the pool, it's full of kids if they don't have something else to do. So it was a little easier for those of us that, don't have kids and don't really want to be bothered by them. In the arcade area, they had two of these Formula One looking cars with these screens, and they were on hydraulic lifts. And so you get that experience of driving a race car. I didn't actually do it. I don't know if it costs money. It probably does. But, I didn't do that. But that's something that some people might really get into and like. And at the other end of the arcade, they have a bowling alley, an actual bowling alley, which I thought was amazing. I didn't actually ever get around to checking it out. My wife hurt her shoulder a few years back, so she can't bowl anymore. So I really didn't want to do anything without my wife, so we didn't check out the bowling. Otherwise, I would have. I used to love bowling. But I couldn't believe a cruise ship with an actual bowling alley on it. That was amazing. Now, this is their Broadway show. Their theater's not as big as the Carnival, even though this is a bigger ship. I'd say the fantasy class Carnival ships had bigger theaters. You had to book this, and you do it on your phone with the app. You book your show you want to see, but the shows were much better than Carnival shows. Definitely, they definitely did better shows than Carnival. And this is the Carousel Theater, and you sit all around the stage. And they actually have lifts where they lift people up off the ground on wires and stuff. I didn't actually go to a show at this thing. I didn't really hear about it till later in the cruise. But I guess it was really cool from what people told me. That well worth seeing. This is the casino bar, and you can see the casino behind it. Well, a cruise ship wouldn't be a cruise ship without a casino. But this is the casino bar. This is the Edge bar. It's I think it's down on the lower decks. It's a nice relaxing bar. I've been in there a few times. Actually, people come to your table and get drinks for you and take your stuff. And this is the brass anchor. It's made to look like an old British pub. It's really nice. They had bagpipers in there. And this is where we did the shot glass exchange. This is the Horizon bar, and I think it's towards the back of the ship. And I never really I didn't spend any time at this bar. And this is the bamboo bar, and this is the area where I did a lot of my artwork while I was on the ship. This is the Atmosphere bar. It's probably the least fancy bar. This is Atmosphere North. There's Atmosphere South at the other end, but that one closes early. This is where I'd come to get my get a drink or two after dinner, because it was never that busy at that. This is the Sky bar, and it had windows that wrapped around. I really liked the vibe, and I loved the look of this bar, but ordering a drink there would take forever because they'd have like two or three bartenders, and they really needed more bartenders to handle this bar. It has a smoking section too, but this was one of my favorite bars if I'd gotten drinks earlier. Now about the smoking, there's at least 4 different smoking, so this is a smoker friendly ship. Some of the bars will have a closed off area where you can smoke, and they have one side of what's the Lido deck where they allow you to smoke, so you can avoid not having to walk through people's smoke. And the smokers have more options. I think they even have one in the casino bar. I think there's at least 4 different places on the ship where smokers can go. So I think that's a good, if you're a smoker, that definitely MSC is probably the best cruise line to pick. I don't smoke. I haven't smoked since the beginning of 2000. That was the last time I smoked a cigarette, but I really enjoyed this cruise. And there were a few more bars. There was the champagne bar, and there was a sports bar over by the arcade, and I probably missed a few other bars. A lot of stuff to explore on the ship. They have a full gym. They have a nice walking, jogging area that goes around up on the 16th floor. 15th floor is what you'd call the Lido deck, and my room was on the 8th floor. That was really the beginning, because 5, 6, and 7, although 5 may have a few rooms, 5, 6, and 7 are kind of the bars and restaurant floors. I think Waves might be on the 5th floor, which is the restaurant where they serve breakfast, and it's one of the restaurant options. They had 4 restaurant options. I wouldn't say options. You get assigned a restaurant. I don't know how that works. I didn't book the cruise, but I think they all pretty much serve the same thing. And then you have the Yacht Club, which has another area of the ship. They have their own pool. They have their own bar and dining room. And they get special treatment. Like when you want to get off the ship, when we're at Ocean Cay, they actually have their own elevator that takes you down there, and you have like a butler or something that takes you out to the bottom. So there's some options if you want to do the Yacht Club, pay a little more money, get a little more perks with it. But I think I got just a regular, and I loved it. I think it has its pros and cons when it comes to Carnival. There are things Carnival does better. There are things that MSC does better. But I think when you equal it all out, they're pretty equal ships. They had one nightclub, and I never went there. And that was up on the higher deck. Now, Carnival has more nightclubs. This place has more pubs and beer or bars, than nightclubs. So that's the difference. If you're into the nightclubby thing, they did have one. I don't know how nice it was, but Carnival usually has several nightclubs. But I really did enjoy MSC Meraviglia. So until next time, have a wonderful, magnificent day.